Okay.
Chicka, chicka. Yeah.
Kill Bill and Rev. We don't suck. Ooh.
What it do, one and all? Welcome back to We Don't Suck. I'm your host, Rav. Episode 5. Time really flies, don't it? So yeah, Bill's dead because, you know, the whole hurricane thing from last episode. But you know what? It's okay. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about everything because, you know what? Who needs Bill anyway, right? I can handle this on my own. So what's foreskin, right? Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Bill?
Hey, man.
You're alive!
Yeah, I've been, that was crazy. That was real crazy.
What happened? The hurricane took you away. I saw it.
Well, I mean, it scooped me up, right? And then I was flying around for a little bit, and I was really I just accepted death at that point, and I was just like, okay, you know, this is it. I said my prayers, and then out of nowhere, it's like I hit something really hard, and I didn't die, thank God, but I hit something really hard, and I looked up, and I was like against something, like pushed against something in the air, and I looked up, and it was like a fucking time machine. I climb up, and fucking future Jay-Z was looking down at me, and like he extended his hand, his hand was so soft. It was the softest hand. It was manicured, and I was just like, Jay, thank you so much. He pulls me up, and I sit down, and then we traveled the time and the universe. I've seen a lot of things, man. I've seen the future. I've seen the past. I've seen it all, but I just wanted to be right here next to you, buddy. You know? I still fucking hate you, but...
Hey, you know what? Thank God for Dr. Hova, because were it not for him, I would have really struggled doing this episode. I mean, We Don't Suck isn't We Don't Suck without you, Bill. You put the suck in We Don't Suck.
Thanks, man. I think I do suck with 2 C's.
Well, you know what? I just wanted to quickly touch on something. I would like to apologize for the clipping audio in episode 3. I'm not sure what happened. I was having a lot of technical issues during the exporting phase, and I didn't run it back. I just uploaded it as it was, and there were some mistakes. And, you know, to cut it short, it'll never happen again. I'm really sorry for the clipping audio. You guys deserve better. Cue the apology music.
Homie, why you acting bitter for? Ric Flair, this bitch, I'm living rapping figure 4.
Wow, that was clear.
That was the cleanest we'll ever get.
Yeah. So, like, my question is this, because like, I'm not exactly sure, like, what clipping is, but, like, I came through, like, while you weren't looking, I came through, and, like, I just think the songs that we had weren't hitting enough, and I wanted to be like all the songs on SoundCloud, so I turned it up, like, really loud and kind of bass boosted it a little bit. So, like, I mean, I hope I didn't fuck anything up, but I think it sounded better that way, you know? So.
Yeah, wait, so... You were the one who messed the audio up?
Messed the audio up? That shit fucking slap. You put that shit in the whip, boy? Ooh!
Oh, Bill!
I'm fired, aren't I?
Yeah, you're definitely fired. It's okay. I'm going to replace you with future Jay-Z next episode.
He's a good guy. He saved me. He extended that really manicured, soft hand to me.
Yeah, his Time Lord hand. Speaking of, you know, time traveling, if you were a superhero, right, and you could have any superpower imaginable, what would you want to have?
Dude, that's so easy. I'd be green, right? Like, make me green.
Right.
And, like, instead of having feet, have, like, another set of hands.
That's fucking dope.
Right? And then, like, they could call me hand foot. And then I could just run up on people and just like fucking like there's like bad guys. And I just jump on them and I'm like with my fucking hands. It like really scares the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, your feet are hands in this scenario,
my feet
right?
are hands, yes. And also my hands are hands. I have 4 sets of hands or four hands. Also, my I have like like they bend like arms would. They're basically arms instead of legs.
That's hot. Who would be your arch nemesis?
It'd be a dude with feet for hands.
Yo, my dad?
Yeah, it'd be my dad. He, is leg horse.
Oh, fuck. Shouts out to Leg Horse, all my space funeral, boyos and girlos.
My space is dead. My space funeral.
Oh,
I'm on fire tonight, man. You know why I knew that joke? Because I went to the future and I've seen all jokes.
What would be like your backstory for your superhero?
So like I'd just be chilling, booling on the block. Feel me? Like
Right.
just chilling, smoking a fat bleeze, enjoying life, sipping orange juice. Because that's what I fucking do. I do dope shit, okay? Sipping orange juice, smoking a blunt. And then I look down and there's a radioactive hand on the ground that bites me on both ankles. I say, shit, boy, what have you done? My hands, my feet just slowly morph into hands right there. My uncle dies. He's shot in front of me. While my feet are changing. And I'm like, no, uncle, no. That's my backstory.
Can you reenact that scene for like audio novel style?
Yeah. Could you narrate it for me real quick, and I could just do like the reacting?
There he was, bulling on the block, sipping that OJ and puffing that bleeze.
Glug glug.
But then a radioactive hand came out of nowhere and bit Bill right on the neck.
It was both of my ankles. It bit my ankles. I don't have a hand for a neck. It was my feet.
The neck of Bill's ankles.
Ah! Oh no, my uncle. Uncle Jim.
Okay.
He's killed in front of me. I was traumatized from that point over. And also, the dude who shot him was the dude who has feet for hands.
Okay.
Which was very impressive how he shot him, but that's for another day.
And what's your superhero outfit? Describe it for me.
Well, I'm green and I'm very naked. Just like imagine me and my kind of just chubby body. Green. I'm not muscular. Okay. I'm actually
How green
less.
are we talking here?
I'm thinking like lime green.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking like neon green. I'm actually glowing a little bit because I'm radioactive and I'm sickly and dying and I'm traumatized because of my uncle being shot by a foot-handed man and a Speedo. And like right on the dick, it says hand.
Damn. It actually says hand?
Yeah, it just says hand. It doesn't have a hand on it. It just says hand.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then like my catchphrase is like it's not my catchphrase. It's like other people say the catchphrase when I'm here. They'd be like, "Hey, Bill, can you give me a hand?"
Right.
And I'm like, "I've got 4."
Whenever you stop like thugs stealing shit, you're like, hey, hand over the stolen goods.
And then they like laugh a little bit, and while they're laughing, I just pummel them with my 4 hands. I do this thing where I punch them once or twice and they fall, and then like I kind of stand on them and just like punch with my feet, and then punch with my hands on the face. And it's this weird like spider-like motion. Like that's how I take them down. It's my patented move.
That is pretty cool. I wouldn't be surprised if Marvel stole this idea for the next Avengers movie.
Yeah, man. I thought like a long time about this. I've been thinking about it for years. What about you, man? Like if you had a superpower, all the aforementioned questions that you asked me, I would like to know the details of your superhero persona.
Okay. I've never really thought about it. Okay, you know what? What would be pretty cool actually? To have a power of like whenever you have like those mild moments of optimism and you're hoping something is, and then it turns out that it is. So like you got your phone in your pocket and you're like, oof, I've been listening to music a lot in the background. I hope my phone's at least at 70% because I'm going to need it later today. And then you pull it out and it's like 70%.
Like right on the dot.
Right on the dot.
Oh, yeah, it's time for me to clock out at work. I hope it's right at 11. And then you look, it's like 11, right on the dot.
Exactly.
It's like turning 11. You see 10:59 that goes to 11 right then.
You break out the cherry tomatoes from the fridge and you're like, man, they've been there for a while. I really hope their expiration date is like tomorrow or something. And the expiration date is tomorrow.
I was going to say it'd be funny if like you say like, I really hope they're fresh, but no, they're not fresh. I hope that they're good. They're edible.
Or like, oh man, I hope there's at least 2 ice creams left in the fridge so that my partner and I can both have an ice cream and don't have to decide who gets the last one. It's like, oh, there's 2, exactly. So
yeah, exactly. It's like you walk up there and you're like, I really hope Bill didn't eat my ice cream.
yeah, and I think my arch nemesis would be sort of the polar opposite. It would be like all the mild pessimistic thoughts or concerns that my arch nemesis has, they come true. So they're like, oh, I bet my fucking phone is dead. And then even if the phone was at 100% moments ago, it'll be dead.
Yeah, they'll be like, I bet. But they use their powers for bad sometimes too, because like they become sort of cognizant of it, and then like they're like, I bet traffic's gonna be bad today. Like right as soon as you get out your house, and then the traffic is bad, and then you got to drive through bad traffic. You're late for work. Because this isn't a full-time job, superhero that doesn't pay the bills.
So, but at the same time, you know, the fights would always be very short. I'd be thinking like, man, I hope I kick his ass without much difficulty. Meanwhile, my arch nemesis is thinking, he's gonna beat my fucking ass, won't he? Right?
Right.
And then it just happens. The prophecy's fulfilled twice fold. So that'd be pretty cool. And my costume would be just short shorts.
Okay. No shirt.
No shirt, nothing.
What color are the shorts?
Hot pink. And on the front of the shorts, there's a logo of hands.
That's hot. I'm into that.
Just like four hands on the side of the shorts.
So I could grab them if I wanted to with my powers?
No, your clothing actually literally says hands on them. Mine has 4 hands drawn on them.
Isn't that kind of like a copycat kind of idea though? Because like I have 4 hands and you don't, that's not your power?
No, it's not how it works because in my world, I'm pretty sure I hope Bill's not going to be annoyed by that, right? I hope I'm not going to get sued, or I hope I win the lawsuit and then I win the lawsuit. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have the advantage in that. So like, are you a Marvel or a DC character?
Can I go with Sailor Moon?
Yeah, you can.
Then I'm gonna go Marvel.
Imagine if there was like a DC version of Sailor Moon and it was just like really dark and gritty for no reason.
Yeah, Batman.
Like think about like Sailor Moon, her parents are dead. Batman's parents are dead.
Batman is a inspired superhero. Sailor Moon is a sailor-inspired superhero.
That seems like the exact same thing to me. Like when I actually get those things mixed up quite often. I think like, watch out, there's a sailor overhead. Oh, sorry. You know?
We should have a crossover movie or like TV show where we sort of team up to fight some of the bigger Marvel villains, you know?
Yeah.
Like some actual recognizable ones. And yeah, we always pull through in the end, you know?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're a good man, and I think that you are just that you deserve the world. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You're right. And you know what the world deserves, Bill?
What's that?
An ad read.
Oh yeah, you should do the ad read right now and let me listen and help.
All right, guys. This week we're bringing something quite special. I'm really excited to bring to you this totally real ad brought to you by a totally real sponsor.
I'm so happy at how real and authentic this experience is, Rav, and I think that you should keep going.
If you must insist, picture this. You want to get a new job. Your current job is ass, or you got fired, or you left because it was so ass you couldn't stand it anymore. You've got to update your LinkedIn account. Okay, then you've got the picture. Check. There you go. Beautiful looking bastard. You've got your resume. Great. Lots of experience. Lots of people supporting you and leaving positive comments like, yeah, he is a good cleaner. But for some reason, nobody hitting you back. And you wonder why? Why? Everything on this resume looks perfect. Everywhere I reach out, they're looking for a person just like me, and yet, no one ever calls me back. Well, I'll tell you why. You're lacking an essential part that is necessary for you to get what you need. And what you're missing is pity. Take it away, Bill.
Yeah, I'm thinking all you guys are just a little too pretty, a little too beautiful, you know? You ever just look at, maybe your boss is a little, the person you're applying for is a little fugly, They see you and they say, this person probably gets handed the world. Look at them. They're beautiful, And then you just think like, what if you could really just capitalize on the pity factor, Well, fear no more. We can make you ugly as shit with our photoshopping methods. I mean, like, really, they'll look at you and they'll just wince in terror. Now, we use a patented photoshopping technique that we can't reveal, but I'm going to explain it in every detail. We just slam the ugly meter all the way up. You people who use GIMP or whatever the fuck else is out there, y'all don't understand about this Photoshop lifestyle and the ugly meter. And that's okay that you're broke and can't afford Photoshop. But that's why you're buying from us, because we know how the ugly meter works and you don't. So I'm thinking 3 moderately easy payments, maybe even sort of difficult payments this time, because I think you're all a very smart audience and I think you can really, I think you can handle a difficult payment. The payment isn't too high. It's not too low, but it's doable. But it takes a little bit of effort. It's not an entry level like payment. You know what I'm saying? No entry.
As you're processing the payment, you are going to have to crack some puzzles, but they're sort of intermediate level.
Yeah,
so.
You gotta do a little Sudoku, but you can get through it because I know that you're pretty good with numbers. I know you personally, the person who's listening to this. I know you. I watch you every day.
It's actually called, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, but I believe it's called Social Security Sudoku.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little technical, but sort of in layman terms, you put in your social security number. And if you do it correctly, you get to continue in the process of, the payments and such.
Yes, that is the only way. But we will make you real ugly, like dog ugly. Like they'll look at you and just start vomiting all over themselves immediately.
Right. We'll grab the lasso tool, wrap it around your face, and go into effects somewhere in between blur and noise. Find the ugly meter. I don't know why they put the ugly meter in a non-alphabetical order, but they did. And just crank that shit all the way up, boy. And I know what some of you might be thinking, and in fact, quite a lot of you might be thinking, Rav, what if my resume does not look impressive? What if I am already kind of ugly? Well, you know what? Us making you look uglier still heightens your chances, because your potential employer is looking at your pathetic resume going, wow, this guy's a piece of shit. And then when they see the cranked up ugliness in your photo, they go, Jesus Christ, and he's a fucking hideous freak. I feel bad for him. You know what? Let's make him the chairman of the board.
They'll look at the resume and be like, that's rough. Then they'll look at the picture and they'll be like, I get it. So, Rav, how was your granddaughter doing?
Man. You want me to be real for a moment, or if, no memeing?
Yeah, dude. Lay it on me.
Fuck that bitch.
Big facts, dude. She ugly, but she ain't even need the ugly meter, dog.
How are you, Bill? How's your, how are all 5 of your fathers?
They're doing pretty good. They've been fighting constantly for the past 17 years. But other than that, like, they're straight. Like, they've been, like, brawling. Like, they haven't slept. They haven't ate. They're just, like, skeletons fucking beating their bones against each other.
And they're constantly on the move. Like, every time you can make them out whenever you're in town. It's just, like, a ball of, like, dust being kicked up in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
And like,
And there's, like, an old man who's just like, there goes those boys again. Fighting it up. They've been doing it for 17 years now, I'll tell you. I've never seen that many years, and and he's having a stroke as he's talking, you know, and then I get out of there because I'm scared. You know, I'm scared of just everything's just going on at one time. So I dip, you know, but they're doing good though. They're doing good. Good guys.
I love those boys. Can't get enough of them.
Smoking on that loud pack. Fuck around and I'ma do what I'ma do. What you know about that? What you talking, you ain't fucking with the crew. Got see it on my tongue, thick PF in my lung. I'm about to blow my mind. Got see it on my tongue, thick bitch on the jump. I cannot close my
Daffodil
eyes.
iris, sealed eyelids, feel quite lit, keep diamonds. Speaker still bumping that 3x6. Always need my fix to feel like this, chill like bliss, real highness. Ill type split with a real tight grip. Girl Scout cookies that steal my shit. Then you peel quite quick, I conceal my kid. Yeah, this is why I stay quiet. Try and enjoy my most private thoughts and fuck joy. I defy to define it. Stay high on the finest. Pull a blindfold on my misery. Middle fingers up, but they bow for the industry. Never ever sold my soul to the enemy. Absorbing self-deficit through fraudulent symphonies. Trying to get chill, excitement and thrill, without them Vicodin bills. Cause life is too real. See, life's too ill and there's no chill era. Your wall are big, my flow still better. Old sign show, woman ever, whatever. I still face the man that I loathe in the mirror. Walking through a goddamn storm every winter. Nothing ever gets as fucking cold as the inner. So I force myself in it. If I thought the beginners tend to pick up the drop ones that forfeit and give up. But I'll never quit, finna climb a mile. Over the top, stay high a while. Lazy and seas, let them buy my style. I exist so that you despise my smile.
Smoking on that loud pack. Fuck around and I'ma do what I'ma do.
So, Bill, speaking of dads and grandparents, what is your earliest memory? Like the earliest memory of just you being cognizant.
Yo, don't make me answer this because it's mad funny.
Okay, no, we're not allowed funny stuff on this podcast. I thought we talked about it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, my earliest memory is I had to have been like 2, maybe 3. And like, I remember like running to the corner of my room and just like squatting in the corner. I was wearing like a diaper and I just like pooped myself. Like I was just like really like, yeah, you know? And then my mom was just like, did you poop? And I was like, no. And I don't remember anything else after that. That's legitimately my first memory.
And then she beat you ruthlessly.
It's because that's how I don't remember. It's because I was thrashed. I was given a good thrashing.
She just like slammed you against the wall. She grabbed you by the foot and just like 360 slammed you against the wall.
I had this dream when I was like 10 where I was like chilling with my friends and stuff. And I had to poop real bad, but the bathroom was like fucked up. And so like I started pooping and it was just like one big poop. And it was like coming up like out of my pants and I was like trying to hide it, but it was like almost looked like a samurai sword like over my like it was like I was like it was growing over my head. Okay. And then like everybody was like, is that poop? And I was like, no, it's not poop. That's something else. And it was just like, they were just like, that's disgusting. And I was just like, what do you mean? Like I was like trying to hide it. I don't know why I had that dream, but it's really funny to me. So anyway, what was your earliest memory?
Well, before I go into my earliest memory, you saying what you did for like reminded me of something pretty funny. So I remember being in Japan many years ago with my family, and my brother, he was very, very young at that time. He had like a pretty funny experience. So we were staying in this kind of dope hotel. And, you know, they have the really fancy schmancy toilets that, you know, like shoot water up your
Oh, yeah,
ass.
the bidets, yeah.
Right. They have, a bunch of buttons on the side. And one of the coolest things about the toilets is it has this functionality where it keeps flushing until it's detected that all poop is gone. Right?
Right.
So one day, my little brother, he was my baby brother, just kind of dropped a log, so to speak, right?
Right.
And it was like an arm,
Yeah.
The toilet would just be flushing for minutes because it looked like a baguette rotating inside a vase. It just kept sort of like rotating on an axis until eventually the water sort of broke it in half. But it legitimately was just flushing forever. And
That's mad funny.
and I remember laughing hysterically, but also feeling this intense sense of envy. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. Have a great day.
But in terms of my earliest memory is when I was 2. We were, it was just my mom and my uncle, her little brother. She was raising the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we were living in the ghetto at the time. And I was out on the block, and it was covered, like the playground and everything was just covered in cigarette butts. And you'd have like teenagers here and there just smoking and like, hey dude, I don't know. That's my impression of cigarette smoking teenagers, right?
Right.
And so I picked up a cigarette butt and walked up over to one of them, I guess. I don't know. I recall it being a grown-ass man, so I'm assuming it was a teenager, right?
Right.
I go up and I'm like, yo, light me up. And they just like giggle, like, and they light me up, right?
You just like ran upon like a moron. Like, hey.
So there's the couple dudes, and they thought it was hilarious, I guess, right? And so they lit the cigarette up. And then my mom saw me out the window, started screaming, ran out, grabbed me, whooped my ass on the playground, took me home, whooped my ass at home, locked me in the bedroom, and she went to the kitchen.
Right.
And she tells it like, so I heard you kind of crying, and then like crying a bit less, and then it went silent. So she was like, oh, did he fall asleep, right? So she goes back inside the bedroom, and I'm nowhere to be found. The window is open. I hopped out of that bitch.
Damn.
I ran up out that apartment, and I was back on the playground.
Back on the block.
Back on the block, there was a tire suspended by a rope hanging off a branch in the middle of the playground, and the tire was massive, and we just climbed on inside and just like, I don't know, role play and shit.
I think you say roll blunts.
And so my mom like went out, found me, whooped my ass again, and that's my earliest memory.
These eggshells, so many eggshells. Walk in the room, I'm lost in the tomb. Just follow the sex smell. Lit with the loudie, you just listen around me. Finalizing time at 9 to 5 and driving. Damn if I lead this bitch whipping the Audi. I'm different, I swear that I'm different. I look in the mirror and practice my rap stance. Record deal slipping that fat chance. Stress and kill writtens don't advance, no. Lost in the hype of the bedroom rapper. We're basically bastards. Dropped out of school to start rapping so I could just pay for my fast. But bitches like fuck 'em, cause fuck 'em. Pull up my buckle and buck 'em. Lacking the structure to love 'em. Smoke till I'm dumb and don't function. I'm dead and I'm dying. My head is just fried from these crumpled discussions. I'm crumbling, fuck it, I'm gone. Please smoke me up in the barn. Putting more effort into it, but screw it. Half of these people don't fuck with my songs. What am I wrong? What am I on? Everything's wrong. The surface is cracking, my purpose is blackened. I work and I rap and I stagnate. Perfectly capture the rat race. They say that I copy the black race and shit that might be right. I see why that give them a bad taste, but shit, I'm just trying to write. I don't want nothing but bubble. Crawl through the rough and the rubble. This rap shit is nothing but trouble. How y'all expect me to grow? I keep on cutting the stubble. Stuck in a bubble, keep busting my bubble. That's bad news. They never could keep me in classrooms. I keep on showing my ass, just showing my ass. I guess I'm a baboon. Huffing and puffing the gas, gassing me up like I've been a dash truck. Wishing me the best luck. See, nobody told me that nest sucks, no.
The fuck, man? Fucking rain all up in the fucking session and shit. Man, it's just like, fuck it, bro.
How did the hurricane go for you?
I mean, it was chill, dude. It was chill. Like, being swept up was a little gnarly, you know? But, like, I just knew as soon as I seen Jay-Z that I was gonna be okay. But, like, when we went into the other dimension, I mean, I just saw some shit, dog, and I can't tell you what that is because I don't want the NSA knocking down my door again, you know? But I just think that it's just a lot of shit, dog. You wouldn't understand with your filthy this dimension brain. You haven't seen it. You don't know the knowledge. But it's okay.
That's true.
I think it's okay. It was pretty cool. And then we came back. On the way back, we stopped by Baskin Robbins. And in the future, they got 35 flavors.
What's the cheekiest thing you have said to future Jay-Z in his time machine?
I mean, like, I don't like to like overtly be cheeky or like flirtatious with people, you know, but I did say, let me see them balls, boy, at one point.
Right.
And I thought that was appropriate. I mean, he didn't seem to mind because he took me to Baskin Robbins, you know. But that was, I think maybe, actually in retrospect, maybe I should have toned it down a little bit. But not really. I got the Baskin Robbins. That's what I really wanted.
This is a non sequitur, but I was actually wondering, and this is a genuine question. What is for real your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, I really like fruit bats.
Oh, fruit bats are adorable.
Yeah, they're adorable. They look like little flying dogs, little flying foxes or something, you know?
Yeah.
They're a little creepy, and that's why I like them. But they're like so cute. Yeah, that's like the only kind of bat that I really fuck with, though. Like the rest of them are cool, but it's just like I don't want it in my house, you know? But I like fruit bats a lot. I like to pet them. I would like to pet them. I've never pet one, but I would. If one was around, I would risk getting bitten to pet it.
Right. I like bats. I think bats are pretty cute. I know that a lot of people think they're ugly, but I think they're pretty cute.
Yeah.
So, has that always been your favorite animal, or is that something like, or did you have a different favorite animal as a child?
Oh, as a child, I think I really liked, you know what I thought were cool? Like scorpions. I don't think you count that as an animal, I guess. It's more of an insect.
No, it's an animal, and even insects are animals.
I always thought scorpions were cool, especially those big black ones, the emperor scorpions or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought those were cool, but I also was like the type of person that like, I love like Beast Wars. And so I was just like, yeah, he'd be cool if it was a fucking scorpion, you know? But like in reality, if I saw a scorpion in my house, my first thought would be murder the bastard. So like, you know, because I'd be afraid of it. You know, what if it stung my dog? What if it stung me? It's giving me the creeps, you know? So my first thought would be hit it with a hammer or something, you know? I don't support the killing of scorpions unless it's a life or death situation. Okay. And that was that. But I like scorpions, but it's not my favorite animal now. I would not like it as a pet or I would not like to pet a scorpion. I also would like to pet a sloth.
Sloths are adorable.
I hear they're like extremely stinky.
So you can relate.
Oh, that's pretty good, dude. That's a pretty good joke you just told right there. I don't care who you are. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, my favorite animal since second grade has consistently been the Arctic fox.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the red panda.
Red pandas are they're high up there for sure. But I love most animals. I really love animals.
Is there any animals that you just hate?
Humans.
Okay.
There's also like I don't particularly like mosquitoes.
I love them. They're so cute.
Or most flies for that matter, you know? And there's animals that I like because I appreciate them for what they are, but then there's some animals that I'm like, nah, fuck those animals, you know?
Wow, that's racist.
I'll take a class on that. Also, I mean, I don't know, Arctic foxes, I discovered them when I was in the 2nd grade, because that's when I was discovering all the continents and countries and wild places that I never knew existed prior to 2nd grade. And so the way, you know, when they're teaching you 2nd grade, they're not going to give you like, well, this is the socio-political facts
Right.
that you need to know, right? Instead, they're like, oh, this is the place, so this is the animals they have. Oh, look at this animal, it's a cute one. And I'm like, yeah.
Was your professor or was your teacher Bill Cosby? What's going on? What's a cute animal?
And that's how I sort of fell in love with that particular one. And it's just so adorable. Y'all gotta look it up. I'm not even kidding you. Just fucking look up the Arctic fox, especially during the like really snowy seasons when all its fur goes white. It's hella cute. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that thing where they took like an Arctic rabbit and then like they put like this little thing on it and like all of its fur turned white except for like where the cloth was touching it?
Oh, wow.
It's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy. I hope that didn't fuck it up and get it eaten.
I mean, I think it was like a controlled experiment type situation. I don't think it was like
You're a controlled experiment.
That is true, but I cannot divulge that information.
But one thing you can divulge is our second sponsor for this week, Bill. Go for it. I know you've been raring to go.
I've been raring to go for a minute on this one, brother. So, like, you ever just be looking at yourself in the mirror and just go, God damn, I am fucking beautiful. But pretty thin eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you might be thinking to yourself, maybe put a little bit of makeup on those eyebrows. I don't think so, because that doesn't last forever. Makeup doesn't last forever. It lasts until you wash it off, which is probably not that long unless you're gross, you know? And so I'm just thinking, what if you had a solution to your extremely thin, pale eyebrows, you know? Look no further. Eyebrow-growing juice. picked and juiced from the eyebrow-growing plant. Evictus manischmus.
Ah, yes, it grows in Ecuador, I hear.
Yes, in Ecuador. It's natural, but with chemicals.
Natural chemical.
Natural chemicals that occur naturally in a chemical laboratory. You just put this juice on them bad boys. Instant caterpillar eyebrows. You look like Helga from Hey Arnold in fucking no time. Rav, take it away. Let's hear what you got to say about this.
You know, the motto is look no further, put on that eyebrow growing juice, and then you will be unable to look any further because your eyebrows will be in the way of your vision. Now, you know what?
That is catchy.
All you gotta do is brush your teeth, take a shower, masturbate, say your prayers, shave, put on the eyebrow growing juice, and put them clothes on and go to work. And that, you know, routine that you have in the morning is so seamless. You might have not even noticed the part where I said apply the eyebrow growing juice, but it was there. And it seems seamless because it's a missing essential part of your daily morning routine.
Exactly.
And you know what? It actually goes quite well with the previous product that we promoted, the Make Me Ugg Boy Photoshop.
Make Me Ugg Boy sauce.
The Make Me Ugg Boy sauce goes quite well with the eyebrow growing juice. They complement one another, and the pity factor just through the roof.
And also, okay, they told me not to say this on the ad, and I know I'm just fucking this up for us, but they said to us that if you buy foreskin, you can apply the foreskin, then apply the eyebrow growing juice to your pubic area, and it works just the same. Now, I know what you're thinking. You fucked up the sponsorship deal. However, that means that you have to know, and you might get a foreskin you know, from that. You might say like, I was looking a little, I have very weak pubic hair and I wanted to sport a foreskin, but I was thinking like maybe I'm just not ready yet, you know? Look no further. This is the thing.
You know what, Bill? You know what? I can't even kid anymore. The cat's out of the bag. This was a fake ad. We're just pretending to be selling eyebrow-growing juice. The real ad in this particular instance is, I don't know. This is a pretty big reveal, Bill. You ready?
Yeah.
You've pre-ordered all of these already, so I know you're really excited. Foreskin trading card game.
Finally, dude, I've been waiting on it. I've been waiting all day.
That's right, guys. There's 150,000 different foreskins to come.
150,000, you say? How ambitious. Could you please tell us about the different elements and types and rarities and special edition cards?
You've got your common foreskin cards, of course, and they look just like, there's that's foreskin for you. But it's sort of detached from the penis. Then you have the uncommon ones where it's still attached on the penis, but it is what it is. And then the rares, and they sort of split between hollow and non-hollow and reverse shiny. And those sort of come in various forms. There's over 60,000 different types of rares in total. And some of them, a personal favorite of mine is the Super Smeg.
Yeah, that's everybody's favorite. Everyone likes that one. Everyone does.
It's really chunky, and also the it's chunky. But yeah, I mean, honestly, there's so many to collect. I like the reverse shinies. I know it's not the most popular type, but the reverse shinies are really good. I've actually covered all of my living room walls with the reverse shiny foreskin trading cards. And every time I have guests, I just see that furious jealousy burning in their eyes. And that saliva developing.
Are you sure they're not just having an epileptic seizure from all of the holographic cards?
I think this was a big reveal, Bill. Do you have anything to add to this big reveal that you've been more excited about than I have?
I mean, honestly, I just can't wait because I just ordered some off of eBay and they're like the shadowless first edition misprint smegmas. Let me just put it to you this way. It got me through the Elite Foreskin.